on, tubers, Migmatis Golf with another tips and tricks video. I almost forgot what I was going to say there. I'm in the UK still, another beautiful day here, and time to get some practice in. So I've been just hitting some pitches, 40, 50 yards, working on that, and decided to film myself very quickly, just double check a few things, and I noticed I was doing something again that I've done in the past, and it reminded me that I needed to share with you something that I discovered a couple of years ago, I'd say, through reading Ben Hogan's 5 Lessons. And apart from that book, I really haven't seen it mentioned very much anywhere else. I think it's vastly overlooked. So what am I talking about? Well, you've seen the title, Swing Wreckers. Okay, Ben Hogan was very aware that if you're a right-handed golfer, your right index and your thumb are the primary swing wreckers in the golf swing. They ruin a good swing. Okay, why do they ruin a good swing? Well, mainly two reasons. On the takeaway and in transition on the downswing, these two puppies can mess it all up. So let's go into a bit more detail about what we mean. Let's start with the takeaway, okay? If I am your average crappy amateur golfer, a lot of them have a tendency to pull the club inside immediately. A lot of people will call that rolling the club inside, but sometimes it's not so much of a roll, it is like a snap, a pull inside, and once you're behind yourself, very hard to get the club back on plane. So let's have a look at the grip. There's my grip, and you see how in a good grip, let me see if you can see it this way. In a good grip, the thumb doesn't sit on top of the shaft. The thumb, if you're a right-handed golfer, sits kind of just slightly off to the side of the shaft, so it can exert pressure that way. Hopefully you saw that, okay? So as you can see, it exerts pressure to the right in the direction of your backswing. So a lot of people, when they're taking the club away, that pressure, snaps the club inside, okay? You're a right-handed golfer, right-handed human being. The most dexterous digits you have are these two, okay? The thumb and the index finger. Best coordination, best sensitivity, everything. The link between your brain and these two is phenomenal, okay? You write with them, you do all kinds of stuff with them. Just pay attention next time in everyday life, actually how much you use these two digits. So the thumb wants to exert pressure on the shaft towards the right for a right-handed golfer, snapping the club inside. That's number one, okay? We'll come to the fixes afterwards. Number two, when you're at the top of your backswing, this guy wants to exert pressure that way on the shaft. Wants to put pressure on the back side of the shaft to move it forward, okay? The brain wants to get the club head back to the ball the most efficient manner. By the way, the most efficient manner isn't the best manner in golf, okay? Because we're not trying to get the club back as soon as possible. We're trying to create maximum speed down the bottom. But this index finger wants to push on the shaft this way. It's a huge temptation. Combine that with most bad swings that start a bit over the top with the shoulders, and combine that with this pressure of the finger. Disaster. We don't want that, okay? So now that we know that these two swing wreckers can really screw our swing up, how do we fix it? Well, just by being aware of the pressure that these two fingers exert on the shaft is a major, major start, okay? That's going to help you out a lot. But let's think about the backswing to start with. If when I'm practicing, as I make backswings, as long as I have the tendency to snap it inside with this thumb, if I think about doing the opposite, exerting pressure with the index finger on the shaft the way it normally does or tries to do at the top of the swing, it will resist the temptation to pull the shaft inside. So let me demonstrate. As I go back, instead of pulling it inside with the thumb, I'm exerting pressure back towards the target with the inside of my index finger on the right side of the shaft, and you'll see it just keeps the club head outside of the hands. job done. Be aware of that. It could really help you out. Case number 2, probably the worst case, in my opinion. Here you are, the top of your swing. Ah, no, 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 monsieur. That's no good, okay? So think about the opposite again. Thumb exerting pressure backwards or to the right on the shaft. So this is what it looks like. Get up to the top, instead of going like that, okay? I'm exerting pressure that way, shallowing the plane out. Now be very careful, okay? When you begin this, identify, film yourself, and be sure that you're one of those people that actually puts pressure on the backside of the shaft at the top. Because if you're not, if you're already in a good position, you shallow it out and you want to keep doing that, okay, you might start looking Sergio Garcia-ish, but Sergio is a world-class golfer and athlete. He's not you. You will dump it under. You will just shallow it out so much, you'll just be so shallow on the way down, you'll hit the ground, or you'll be like hitting shanks or God knows what other awful shot. So be very careful. Only apply this if you're that type of golfer, okay? So a very quick recap. These 2 fingers, my friends, these 2 fingers are the swing wreckers. Ben Hogan was very aware of them. You should be too, and I have no idea why this is not talked about more, okay? Like a lot of things that Ben Hogan told us, they seem to be forgotten in the past, and I have no idea why. But here we are. They ruin your swing because they are the most nimble digits you have, okay? So, on the backswing, takeaway, do not let the thumb exert pressure this way on the shaft. This way, don't let it do that. Resist it by exerting pressure this way with the index on the takeaway. Feel you're pushing against the shaft that way. And on the downswing, do not let the index finger push on the shaft that way. Resist it by almost pushing on the shaft that way with the thumb, okay? And over time, that will balance out your tendency to push on the shaft. And keep videoing yourself, and you'll end up in a position where it just feels like it's coming back down or slightly shallower than you want it, okay? That was a quick one for me. Well, quick, I have no idea how long it was, but hopefully that's going to help you. I know it's helped me, and I'm going to get back to working on that now. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon in another video. Please subscribe and like the video. Tell your friends. All right, Migmatis Golf. Peace out, people.